Hello YouTube, this is the second part. This is our second video, so another vinyl update. It's not so much of an update, it's more of a sort of a delve into what we already have, so yeah, I guess it's an update for you guys. So you can see this is going to be our featured vinyl, but we won't talk about that until the very end. A couple here which is from my own personal collection, the last lot were from my brothers. We will start off with something. Well, okay, we'll start off with this actually, because most of you out there would have obviously heard of the Beatles. Otherwise, there's something wrong with you musically. And I picked this up. It's just a Beatles Ballad LP. Picked this up for 50p. So not bad. It's got Yesterday, Nowhere Man, Hey Jude, all that stuff. Never been a massive Beatles fan, but I like what I like about it. So I think it's a good pick-up. Had this for a while now. Beatles. And this is actually, yeah, I don't know what this is under, but Beatles. Next is something, I heard this band recently on the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, and a song called Hooked on a Feeling by a band called Suede. So I decided to buy their LP. And it's very poppy, very rocky at the same time. Swedish band. It's a great LP actually. It sounds fantastic, really feel goody. Guarantee you could be in a bad mood and this will pretty much cure that. Great LP. If you haven't listened to it, you should. From Capitol, UK. Well, Capitol Records rather. Great listen if you ever get the chance to do it. Listen to them. Blue Suede, Hooked on a Feeling. Next would be quite an old one actually. Picked this up from a sort of a short stint I worked in a charity shop. It was quite good, so I could pick up records as I liked. And the very best of the Ink Spots. 20 tracks, fantastic. Really, 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 really good. I got into the Ink Spots a while back from their song I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. Like, great introduction, I think. Pretty mint for an old record. Can't complain about this. As I said, it was free, so yeah, if you haven't actually heard the Ink Spots, you really should. Really calming music. It's got a really lovely, soothing voice to the lead singer. Yeah, give it a listen if you can. And now, you US guys that might be watching these videos, I don't know if you are, you won't get this next part, but British fans might. Chas and Dave's Greatest Hits. You'll notice there's a lot of greatest hits, and I'm sorry for that. But Chas and Dave's Greatest Hits. You cannot go wrong with Chas and Dave. It's just cheesy 70s party music. You can't go wrong. Greatest Hits, obviously, and I guilty pleasure really. I've seen them once live with a friend of mine. Fantastic. Probably one of my favourite gigs I've actually been to, because it was fun, as opposed to the heavy metal gigs I've been to that was just all over the place. So if you haven't already heard Chas and Dave, why haven't you? And you probably should, because it's a good introduction into sort of Rockney, as it's called, sort of South London, music, I guess is what you would refer to it as. And if you get around to it, listen to Sideboard Song. It's catchy as hell. Alright, that's that lot. And moving on to something a bit heavier now. Red Fangs, Whales and Leeches. Really good pickup. £17. Not too bad. Got it from HMV, believe it or not, in Brighton. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic LP. Really good listen. Every track seems to flow pretty well. And we've always liked Red Fang. I mean, I was quite slow getting into them at first. But yeah, like once I really sort of listened to them, loved them. So this is Red Fangs, Whales and Leeches. Give it a listen. Possibly, I'll give this record. I should probably have done a rating for the rest of those. I might just go back and do it. But out of 10, personally, for me, 6. Don't slate me on that. It's just my personal opinion. Next is Gerry Rafferty's City to City. Picked this up for £1. Pretty solid. Of course, it's got Baker Street on there, so that's probably the reason why I picked it up at first. But I haven't actually had time to fully listen through this, so I can't give it a rating. But you know, it's nice looking. Gerry Rafferty, I'm a big fan from the other stuff I've heard, so I will make sure to update you in future videos, of which we will be doing probably the next one, like recapping on the ones I said I'd update from the last, so I'll let you know. And this, as far as I'm concerned, most people have this in their vinyl collection who collect, you know, classic rock or whatever, and that's ELO's Out of the Blue. Lovely, look at that gatefold, beautiful. Picked this up for £2. It's quite nice, as you can see. Good. It's a great LP. Like, I didn't know much about ELO before this, apart from Mr. Blue Sky, and they're very easy to as a band to love every song that they do, because it's so happy and upbeat, and it makes you feel like you're in. It makes you feel like it's summertime again, and it's cool outside, and you've got something. You've got sweets or something, and everything's good and makes you happy. This is what this is. It just is a nice, happy LP. So if you get around to listening to any ELO, do it, or even pick this up, because it seems to be everywhere. That was ELO Out of the Blue. Oh yeah, also, hold on once again, as I said, rating out of 10, 8. For me, 8. Give it a listen. Next is a favourite here, for many of us, well, the two of us rather, it's Rush's Moving Pictures. As you could tell from the last video, we had a Rush vinyl, big Rush fans in the house. Just everything they seem to do is fantastic, I believe the word is. Tom Sawyer being on here, of course. If you haven't heard this, once again, why haven't you? Get around to it. This, out of 10, it's a solid 10. Solid 10, hands down. Not even a shadow of a doubt. Fantastic listen. Like, you just can't go wrong. Geddy Lee's vocals are crisp. Live sung on guitar, fantastic. Neil Peart's drumming. It's Neil Peart. It's just out of this world. Definitely give this a listen if you haven't already. You'll like it. You'll really like it. It's just, it flows fantastically as an album. You know, each track is different from each other, but it's very similar than the last. You know, it's quite similar to the last. You know, they all lend well. So give it a listen if you already haven't. That's Moving Pictures by Rush. Next is a little record I picked up for £3, and that is Status Quo's Pictures of Matchstick Men. This is the very early 60s, 70s stuff, I believe. Great LP. Pictures of Matchstick Men itself, that track it's a track that you will know, but you won't know it. You won't know the title of it, and you won't know where you've heard it, but you would have heard it thousands of times, I guarantee it. And it will get in your head for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Pretty solid. I mean, I'm a massive Quo fan, as it is even their newer, sort of more stadium-friendly, rocky stuff. So give this a listen, because it's very different from their newer stuff. This, out of 10, 7, because I'm very much into the 60s, 70s type stuff myself. So yeah, everything about this is pretty good. Like, you know, I wasn't too keen. I was like, oh, Status Quo, really? You know, I wasn't even aware they'd been around this long. So give it a listen, you'll like it. I'm sure some of you will. Next is probably a fate. Like, it's something we stumbled across accidentally, I guess, probably. Like, we're big Jeff Buckley fans in this house, and we heard that his father made music. That's mighty Tim Buckley, and we went out and we heard Dolphins, and we heard Song to the Siren, and we went out and picked up Sophronia by Tim Buckley. This, ladies and gentlemen, this LP is incredible. You will, trust me, you would never have heard of anyone else who can skip from genre to genre as quick as this man. It can go from very soft, very light vocals, to very sort of upbeat, rocky stuff, to very psychedelic-y, mind-blowingly awesome music. So I suggest you really do listen to this, and listen to quite a lot of his stuff. Just a wonderful voice he has as well. It's very... I find it very calming. It's me again. But yeah, if you get a chance to listen to Dolphins and Peanut Man. This, out of 10, would be a 15. Yeah, that's right. Just because it's so good, it stands up, even today, like among the some of the best LPs. So, if you haven't listened to any of his stuff yet, once again, why and do Sophronia, Tim Buckley. You can see it there, the featured LP, right? Okay. Some of you might already know what it is, you music fans out there. This is, of course, Tom Rush's Wrong End of the Rainbow. This was a chance buy. I believe we went into a record shop and it was being played, and we asked who it was, and it was. He showed us it, and then we asked if we could listen to some more of it, and it was fantastic. Really, really spoke to us. He's fantastic. He's a good mix of sort of nice homely, like sort of hearty lyrics, and nice sort of slow tempo to it, and country-ish. It's fantastic. It's a good like listen. It's a good LP. Definitely worth the pickup. We bought it for, I believe, let's say £6 to £8. 8. I'm going to go for the max. But yeah, probably one of our favourites here as well. And if you get the chance to, and I suggest after this video, hold on, I'm going to put this down to you. After this video, look up some Tim Buckley and look up some Tom Rush. Comment below, tell me what you think, because I'd like to know your opinion. I believe that's it for today's update. If you've liked the video today and you have opinions on what I've shown you, feel free to comment below. Like our page, UK Vinyl Community on Facebook. I'll link it in the description below. Thanks for taking the time to watch us. If you could please just share the page around, that'd be fantastic, as we're just trying to get it going and out there. Thanks for watching. Stay classy and peace.